So we're gonna hop right into it. This is the I think it's like the Ruby Kisses brush. I'm only gonna use the brush part to brush out my natural eyebrow hair. I like to brush them upwards before I start adding product to it. It just makes it easier for a smoother application. Alright, so I'm going to take this Anastasia dip brow in the shade Ebony, and I'm going to take my angle brush. I think it's the e.l.f. one, but you could use the one that I showed earlier, that side of the angle brush, and that's what I'm going to use to apply the product with. If you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at the mirror while I apply the products. So I dip it into the dipping brow and I rub off any like extra that I might have picked up, and I go back in later, like when I do the other brow, and pick some of that up from the lid. And yeah, I just start in the front of my eyebrow and then I just drag it across. Make sure you're really light-handed with this because, like I said, this stuff is the shade Ebony, so it is really dark and it will come on like too dark, if that makes sense. So just be really light-handed with it when you're applying it. Like, I'm being really smooth about it. Alright, so now I'm going to start at the top of my brow. I leave a little space because I like that really faded kind of look. I don't like the boxy look in front of my brow. So I leave a little bit of space, and then I just draw a line over the top half of my brow, and whatever product is left on the brush, I use that to fill in my brows. I don't go back in right away and get more product. I just use whatever's left on the brush, and if I need more, I'll go back in, but as of right now, I didn't do that. As I get to the front of my brow, I turn the angle brush upward and I start kind of drawing like a little faint line, as you can see. Not too dark though, just really light with it, and yeah, motioning upwards. So now I'm going to take my spoolie, and at the front of my brow I'm going to brush upwards so I can get that faded look that I was talking about earlier. And yeah, then I'm going to, use it to brush the rest of my brow, but I'm focusing on the front of my brow right now to give me that faded look.
My child, you a fool, boy.
So now I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Concealer and I'm going to put some product on my hand so I don't have to keep on squeezing out the bottle while I apply it under my brow. And yeah, I'm just going to, go under. You can always, like, I don't know how to explain it, but you see what I'm doing, like, with my eyebrows? Like, I'm kind of, like, pushing them up. I don't know if that makes sense, but I do that so that way I really get all the way under there, and it's a really nice and sharp cleanup, because that's the point of concealer, is to clean up any little messes that you do.
My child, you a fool, boy.
So then I'm going to take this angled flat brush and I'm going to use that to blend out the concealer first before I switch to the other brush.
Montage, you a fool, boy.
And then I just take this next brush to also help blend it out more. So then I'm gonna take the concealer and do the same thing that I did at the bottom. I would say just use like a concealer or even like foundation that is your shade on top, just because you don't want to get like a halo kind of eyebrow effect. You can use the lighter shade one under to make it more crisp. And then I'm just repeating the same steps for the other eyebrow.
Montage, you a fool, boy. Montage, you a fool, boy. Montage, you a fool, boy. Montage, you a fool, boy.